As I said before, I believe that God is a God of justice, and nothing impure can be in his presence. And so I believe that in the afterlife, that once we die, that there will be an afterlife, and that in that afterlife, only people who are totally blameless can be in his presence. And are we kidding ourselves? Like, nobody can be totally blameless. And that's where I believe Jesus comes in. And because Jesus was God, and he lived a perfect life on earth, and he died an innocent death, he totally covered over all of that impurity for those who choose to follow him. And their hearts are sincere, and their lives are pursuing him. So it's not just a one-time thing. You accept Christ, you're saved. If you truly accept Christ and truly believe in him in your heart, then your actions are going to line up with that. And the fruit of your life is going to line up with that. Also, when God, I believe that there will be a judgment day when everybody will stand before God, and he will judge people based upon their hearts and their lives. And he will separate the people who have not followed him with their heart, and who did not believe in him. And so they will be going to hell. I know that's harsh, but it's what gives me urgency to share my faith. But they will go to hell. And then he will look upon the people that pursued him and believed in him with their heart, and only see Jesus, who is perfectly and blameless. And so they will go to be in his presence forever. And I don't think that heaven needs anything other than just God, because to be in God's presence is all you're ever going to want. You don't need fluffy clouds or tennis courts galore. It's just to be in God's presence. How do I know what I believe is true? There's definitely factual, logical, scientific, and personal reasons why I believe what I believe is true. Let's see. Factual. Factual meaning look at the dates that other historians have written down. They correspond with the dates in the Bible, as well as looking at the 7 Dead Sea Scrolls. They confirm that there really was books of the Bible written when they were said to have been written. Also, let's see, factual, logical. I know what I believe is true because why would the disciples sacrifice their lives and pretty much reject everything that makes sense? Like fishermen, like why would you get up and leave? And leave your profession and your way of life and surrender it to this man if it was not true. And to even after he is presumed dead, to not, well, I believe he resurrected. But even after that, they did not let go of their faith. They only pursued it harder. And they got the word out, and they sacrificed their lives. Why would they do that if they didn't believe it was true? So factual, logical, scientific. Just look at the world around you. Nature is so amazing. How could it just come by chance? There has to be a God. And I feel like Christianity explains why everything got here. I really find it hard to believe that evolution happened, or even that things just appeared, like the Big Bang Theory. How could a woodchuck, or I I don't know, there are just bizarre and unique animals out there that you just cannot simply believe that we all came by an accident. It makes you feel worthless if somebody said you were here by an accident. So just scientifically look at the world around you and personal. I definitely feel like if I look around me at the people I see, I can see God working in them. And also me personally, I feel like there have been things that have happened to me that don't make sense. Or that just, I feel like once you feel God's presence, you just know. So yeah, I know what I believe is true. Whether I sometimes have doubts or not, I always come to the same conclusion. Why is human race on earth? Well, I believe that human race is here not only to populate, but I know that we were made in the image of God. I believe that God created us specifically, and that He knew our name before the world even existed. But in knowing our name, He knew everything that was going to happen to us and our choices. And I believe that He has a plan for our lives. In Jeremiah 29:11, I think, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you. There are plans to prosper, and there are plans for good." And so I definitely believe that we were given a purpose in life. It's not just to stand on earth and invent technology or make life easier. But I think that we are here to choose God, to enjoy God, and to glorify Him with our actions. Glorify meaning that our actions make Him greater and that our actions please Him. Me personally, at this stage, I don't know what the future holds for my life. I don't know what I'm going to become, but I know that God has this awesome plan for me. I know that it definitely involves Him. And I also know that right now, I'm meant to grow so that I mature in my faith, and that through maturing in my faith, my friends look at my life and they ask questions, and maybe I can bring a couple of them to understand why I believe what I believe. So right now my purpose is just to grow and to let other people know what I believe.
My vision is cloudy, it's all gone gray. I'm searching for sunshine in pouring rain. All this world can offer, I'll leave behind.
I know what I want, simply.
Being blind.
Relieve our pride.
Open my eyes, see beyond these beautiful lines. Open my eyes to find what's look to the soul that's inside. Open my
I think that's prophecy. A prophecy is what they say, a prophesy is what they do.
Okay, well basically you don't hear many people preaching in school.
kept me from seeing truth.
My purpose on earth here is just
Forgive me
I should try
unbelief. Give me faith in things
I don't know exactly what I believe when a person does.
you don't comply with ransom, $50 million. I will kill you. Got that?